Just before we kick off this video, I gotta show you guys something.
Look at how beautiful this girl is. Hey, look at you.
I had to show you guys that before I started this video because she's been staring at me the whole time I've been setting up my tripod, and I'm probably gonna be a little bit distracted in this video, and now you know why. As far as that Christmas tree goes, don't worry about it. I know Christmas is over. I know we're in January, but don't worry, my friends. It was Ukrainian Christmas yesterday. I'm Ukrainian. Now it's time to start taking this stuff down. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Don't worry, you guys. The stuff will be gone by at least February, March, or April, I promise. If you guys are new to this channel, my name is Josh, and this is my channel. My goal is to make you the best you that you can. So if you like that idea, make sure you subscribe, push that bell notifications icon so it lets YouTube know when I make a new video. Make sure you smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm because it makes me feel better. Just kidding. It actually pushes my video out to more people, which means more people can become the best them possible. So smash that like button, subscribe, push that bell notifications icon. If you want to hit me up, make sure you do down in the comment section down below. Or if you want to be even a little bit more personal, make sure you follow me on Instagram at @TheFabulousJosh because I am always posting there, always replying there. So if you DM me, I will respond to you just about instantly, and you and we can become best friends. Let's get into the video. If you read the title of this video, we're going to be talking about some of the things that I learned in 2020 because we know this year it's been a bitch. That said, we need to start taking some positives from some of these things because this is probably still not over yet. I feel like we're getting close to the end of the tunnel, but we're not quite there yet. So let's take this time to reflect on what happened in 2020 because I think there was a lot of good that came out of it that's been overshadowed by a lot of the really shitty stuff that's gone on. Family was a really big theme in 2020 because a lot of people didn't get to see their families like they were normally expecting to do. Myself personally, I'm used to having a gigantic Thanksgiving, gigantic Christmas, big Easters, all these amazing family get-togethers where I get to catch up with my family from the previous year or maybe even years, just not being able to see them that often. This year was very different because we couldn't see them in the same way. We couldn't be doing those things. So we had to adjust. We had to text them more. We had to call them more, whether it be on FaceTime, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, even just simply calling them and saying, hey, how are you? It is so important in these times more than ever to stay in touch with your family and just check in on them, see how they're doing, see what's going on in their life, and see how you can help in any way, shape, or form if they do have things going on that they may need a hand with. It has been difficult times this year, and your family is one of the biggest cruxes into getting over that and getting past that in 2021. One of the biggest things that I enjoyed in 2020 was actually starting to enjoy the little things in life. I enjoy the hustle and bustle. I do. I really like the city life. I love doing lots of things with lots of people. But this year, or I guess last year, I couldn't do that. So I had to find different ways to spend my time and enjoy it. I was taking my dog on way more walks. I was enjoying the fresh snowfalls. I was enjoying the sunsets, the hikes, the nature. Everything was just so peaceful and so nice. I honestly sound like such a hippie when I say it, but I mean it. I loved every little thing about being outside this year. I loved being at the ocean by myself. I loved being at beaches by myself. I loved just the ability to be with myself in my own head, potentially with my dog from time to time, or maybe one close friend if I was able to do it should the restrictions allow for it. It was one of the most unexpected things because I, like I said, have always been super big on doing lots of fun things with lots of people, and I couldn't do that this year. One of the most crucial things that I learned in 2020 are how important it is to have multiple hobbies. For the longest time in my life, my biggest hobby was playing soccer. I loved it, I still do, but ever since the illness took that away from me and made me not able to play that sport that I love so much, I had to find different things to do. I made a video about some of the hobbies that I've been taking part in 2020, and I will post that up over here or over here. I can never remember where exactly, but just the ability to do things like cook more, learn how to make fantastic cocktails, work on photography, work on my videos, even learning how to read, just doing all of these different things that I probably wouldn't have been doing because I was just simply too busy with soccer before. Even things like paddleboarding, swimming, exercising, more gym days, more exercise. Those are some of the crucial things that I learned in 2020 that can still be done even when things are on full lockdown. The next thing that this is going to transition to is exercise. You don't have to go to a gym to exercise, my beautiful stylish friends. There are so many amazing activities that you can do at home for amazing workouts. You can do some incredible body weight workouts. As you can see here, these guys are called pandemic planks, and we crush this shit all the time. However, I know I did suck at showing up, so for those friends that are watching this video, I'm sorry. I'll get back there soon enough, I promise. But other things like resistance band, even getting things like dumbbells that you can adjust the weights. You can do some of these things at home, and you don't have to pay for a gym membership to do so. So not only are you saving money, but you're still working out, you're still exercising, and you don't even have to leave your home to do so. Self-care. My friends, taking care of yourself was a huge theme in 2020 because you didn't have the hustle and bustle. You didn't have to be doing things every moment of every single day. You could take the time to care for yourself, whether that be learning how to meditate, reading more, spending more time with your dogs, having movie nights on the couch. Just having time to relax and have some personal you time is incredibly valuable for your mental health. And 2020 was the year that shit should have been started. It is still the time to get that shit going because you want to take care of yourself. At the end of the day, my beautiful stylish friends, you are going to be the only one that's properly going to take care of yourself. Other people, they got to take care of themselves. You have to take care of you. And I want you to do that by getting into some of these things like meditation, reading, movie nights. Don't be afraid, don't be guilty about taking time for yourself. You don't always have to be pleasing other people. You don't have to be spending every single moment of your life for other people. Take some time for yourself if you haven't been doing so in 2020. Multiple streams of income and emergency funds. It wouldn't be 2021 if we didn't talk about the financial impact that 2020 had on a lot of people. One of the greatest things that I learned is the importance of getting paid in multiple ways. Now, I was lucky enough that I didn't lose my job during the pandemic, but I know so many people who did.
Partner, hello, you're fired.
And those people would have been way better off if they had multiple streams of income. Side hustles are a huge thing. With the internet going on nowadays, there are so many things that you can do online to make extra money for yourself should you end up having an issue with your job. You don't always know when your job is going to just suddenly disappear, and you have to be prepared for it. That's why the emergency fund can come into play, where you can have 3 to 6 months worth of expenses saved up in case of, guess what, an emergency. And that's what most of 2020 was for a lot of people. It threw them into an emergency. Losing your job sucks, but if you can be prepared for it ahead of time when things are good, it'll be much easier to be ahead of the game when things aren't so good, and it'll just take a lot of stress off of you. So in 2021, if you haven't already created an emergency fund, do so. Get that money set aside so that way you can be less stressed out this year and you can be ahead of the game financially. The news freaking sucks. I don't know about you, but every time I found myself looking at the news in 2020, I just got more and more depressed. Sometimes selective ignorance can be a good thing. I'm not saying to completely disregard the news and not have a clue what's going on and hide under a rock like Patrick Star. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is don't check the news every 10 minutes because it will make you absolutely miserable. They have been doing an incredible job for their profits talking about all the shitty things going on in the world, and we have hardly heard about anything good. That is exhausting on so many people because we feed off of the energy of others. So if all you're hearing about is the crappy stuff going on in town, that's all you're gonna feel inside, and you're just gonna feel like absolute shit. So don't surround yourself with negativity in 2021, my friends. Take the news, just put it on the back burner. If you're gonna hear something important, I'm sure you'll hear it at work or you'll hear it from friends, but don't go actively searching out the news every single minute of every single day. Trust me, that will make you incredibly miserable this year. The last big lesson that I learned in 2020 was how important it is to support local business. This is something that I didn't know that much about and I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to growing up. This is something that I've just noticed recently when you start to see all these local businesses struggling and suffering. These are families, guys. These are your neighbors. These are your cousins. These are your family members. They're your friends. They need your help right now because these restrictions have been heart-wrenching on them. It has been incredibly difficult for some of these people to survive, and these big businesses, trust me, they are not hurting if you spend a little bit more time shopping local. For Christmas this year, I bought as much as I could local to try and support these guys and try and help get them through this because These are the people that are going to be giving you the best experiences you can where you live when these restrictions do lift. You don't want to see them go underwater when magically this illness is gone and there's nothing left to enjoy. So support local, guys. It is something that you can do super easily. It may cost just a little bit more money, but trust me, over the long haul, it is completely worth it. I know, that was a lot of stuff, but there were so many amazing things to take away from 2020 that have been pushed under the rug by these shitty media out there. So with that, my beautiful stylish friends, I want you guys to go out there and have an amazing rest of your day. Take some of this into consideration. If you haven't learned some of these things, put it into practice in 2021. I guarantee that you are going to be off to a better start than just about all of last year. So if I missed anything, leave it down in the comment section down below. What's something you've learned? Let me know down in the comment section down below. And with that, guys, I will see you in the next video. Take care and crush it.